Hey, good afternoon, Transformation Masterclass VIP group. Coming in with my first official live video into the group to give you guys a bit of insights into some how-tos and some things you can learn to get the best out of your transformation goals. Like I say, I still haven't worked out when I'm going to be doing these on a consistent basis, but of course I'll keep you guys informed. Now, I'm going to be covering a range of different topics each week based on what I'm hearing from my clients, what I'm hearing in public, and what people are generally struggling with from day to day when it comes to weight loss. And one of the big things that one of the big things that I personally believe is that I'm a massive believer in the fact that there isn't enough education, like real health education. If you're sitting there thinking, well, what the hell do you know? Well, I'm actually qualified to coach nutrition. I've done a qualification for the Health Sciences Academy, which allows me to actually teach and coach nutrition to my clients. I'm also a qualified personal trainer, and I've been studying this stuff for years and years and years. I do a lot of research. I do a lot of my own research. I do a lot of my own studying. I compare lots of different things, and I come to a conclusion based on my opinion, what is the best way to go about long-term sustainable weight loss. You know, there are a lot of different things that work for different people, and all that kind of stuff is debatable. But what I want to talk about today is cold hard facts, and I'm going to show you the cold hard facts. So the title is why packaged goods are killing your transformation goals. One thing that's been coming up a lot is the topic of sugar and hidden sugars, and the confusion that people have between the green labels on the front of packaged goods, and when they say the sugars are green, orange, and red, and other nutrition. I know that people are very, very confused with the actual sugar content that's inside of your foods, but not only that, but also like the nutritional value and the ingredients that are inside your food. So I brought some boxes with me today. Love Frosties. Don't get me wrong, I'm not going to sit here and try to tell you that you shouldn't eat this stuff because I fucking love Frosties. I really do. I love cereal. I love crunching up cornflakes. I'm just a regular dude, just like you, or regular gal, just like you. But here's some facts. I'm not saying you shouldn't eat these and you can't eat these. If you want to eat them, go ahead. But I'm just going to clear up some sugar things related to the packaging. Now, first thing to note is the green. You see these green labels here, where it gives you like an indication of how much of what the sugars is in, how much sugars and fats and whatever is inside of the box. The sugar content here, oh God, this is not very handy, is it? The sugar content that's labeled here is actually the sugars from carbohydrates, which is over here. So you'll see, where's it gone now? So sugars, 8.6 grams. And then if you that's what it's saying at the front, amount per serving, 8.6 grams. Then if you go on to the back and you see the nutritional information, it has carbohydrates, of which sugars 8.6 grams. So that basically means that from the carbohydrates, there is 8.6 grams of that carbohydrates, which is simple sugar. All right, that's just from the carbohydrates alone. Added ingredients list, there is sugar and dextrose, both of which are also sugars. Anything that ends in O's, OSE, is also sugar. Welcome, Michelle. You all right? If you've got any questions, just pop it into the chat. I'll be happy to answer them. So this is red in sugars because of the carbohydrates, the simple sugars that are inside the carbohydrates, but it also has additional added sugar. And that's the case with a lot of packaged goods, even ones. Well, that wasn't a good example. I couldn't find any green ones, the packaged ones, but this one here, sugars, is Greek yogurt. A lot of people are confused when it comes to yogurts as well on the when it comes to the sugar things, and they say sugars, low sugar or no sugar, whatever else it says. Again, exactly the same. Sugar's 10 grams, but then if you look on the pot, the rating's a lot smaller. And it's different per 100 grams on the back here. But it's the exact same thing, so 8.2 per 100 grams. The pot's a little bit bigger. But then if you look onto the ingredients list, that's the important part. Straight away, we've got fructose syrup, which is also sugar. Like I say, anything that ends in OSE is a sugar. So this is the important thing when it comes to picking your product, and why I generally advise against packaged goods from day to day as much as you possibly can, because you've got to understand the packaging and the ingredients. So remember that the sugars on the front, that is the simple sugars from carbohydrates. If there's anything that ends in OSE inside the ingredients, that means there's also been some sugar added in. Glucose, fructose, lactose, dextrose, anything that ends in O's is also an additional sugar that's been put in. So that's why packaged goods are dangerous. So I would stay away, for the most part, away from packaged goods. And if you are going to go into get something which is packaged, make sure that on the ingredients list there's little, if any, sugar added inside. So I wanted to clear that up for my clients mainly, but I wanted to put it into this this transformation group in case any of you guys might have been struggling with your weight loss goals, or I thought it might have been handy for you to know, because a lot of people don't really understand that. They don't know that. They just see sugar-free on the front of the packet, or low calorie this, and they just take that as, oh, really sweet, that's healthy. You know, I can eat as much as I want of that. But that's not actually the case. You've got to dive deep. You've got to look into it, because remember that these companies are a business. They're trying to sell this product, so they're wanting you to see what you want to see. So if they see sugar-free, technically they're right. There isn't any sugar in the word sugar, and they can get away with that. Honestly, they can. But there might be other sugars in, like dextrose and fructose, lactose, stuff like that. So you've got to actually look on the packet, look onto the ingredients list, and have a look, see what's in there. So I wanted to clear that up and show you a little bit of proof there, a little bit of what to look out for. Even if it's green on the front of the box where it says sugars, that's green. That basically means that from the carbohydrate source, that's the amount of simple sugars that are part of what forms the carbohydrate. If you look on the back, you'll see carbohydrates, X amount of grams, of which sugars, X amount of grams, and the remaining amount is complex carbs. So that's all fine. Yeah, that's cool, no problems. But then if there's also added sugar, like even if it's anything that ends in O's or sugar, anything inside there, then that means there's also additional sugars, and that's where it can be dangerous. And that's why you might be thinking, well, hang on, I eat sugar-free this, I eat sugar-free that, but I still can't lose weight, or I'm still gaining weight, and this is happening, that's happening. So just stay away from packaged goods for the most part, because they're more than likely going to have some sort of stuff added in, and that's why I say to totally avoid them as much as possible. Don't rely on them as snacks every day, because you'd be surprised that you don't really know how much sugar's in there. You don't have to actually tell you how many grams is in there; it just tells you that. But generally, it's all the ingredients are ordered in the quantity of stuff that's in them. So, what we've got here. So if you look at the ingredients list here: maize, sugar, dextrose, salt. As you go on, they've got the least in. Do you know what I mean? So it's got a high portion of maize makes up the ingredients of Frosties. Then sugar, a high portion. Dextrose, and as we go down the list, there is less and less of these particular things. All right, so you'll notice that there's less of the vitamins and the minerals. You know what I'm saying? It's made up primarily of maize, sugar, dextrose, salt, barley, malt extract. And then after that, it's just acid and vitamins, just to bulk it up. And that's the same with a lot of products. So really the best, that's why I advise on all my meal planners, the best things to have is fresh ingredients. So some frozen stuff's not too bad either. Fresh ingredients, clean ingredients, and just stay from packaged goods for the most part. You don't want to be relying on packaged goods for snacks. That's the general rule of thumb that I can always give you, unless, of course, there's a lot of real natural ones which are basically made up of like nuts and all sorts of stuff. But again, even some of them, they can be deceiving. Like I say, they can brand it as a healthy product. But sometimes, if you look on the ingredients, that's the most important thing. People avoid the ingredients and don't understand it. And they look straight into the nutritional value. Oh, how much fat? How much sugar? Look into the ingredients. What's making up this particular product? That's more important. How it's made and what's made up of the product. That's the most important thing you should be paying attention to. So, like I said, this was for my clients specifically, but I thought it'd be helpful to share to anyone in this group who's watching, because useful stuff, and it's worth taking note and paying attention to this kind of stuff next time you go to the shops. All right, so thanks very much for this video. If you like this video and it's found it useful, please comment below and let me know. It's a bit more of a boring one than what I like to do. I like to do a lot of mindset stuff and inspire you through stories and clients and motivation and things that can really move the needle. But it's also important to know some educational stuff as well, because I feel that is lacked in the world of the internet and Facebook, like real education stuff that you can actually understand and practically apply in your life. And I think that's one of the big ones. Sugar has came up a shitload these past couple of weeks, and the confusion between sugar-free stuff and where to find the ingredients and what's this and what's that. So hopefully that's cleared that up. General practice is to eliminate or drastically reduce packaged goods for the most part, unless it is a very, very good product which is made up of all natural ingredients. You can find them, there is some, but be careful, be careful. Don't rely on them snacks as daily, because you'll be surprised how much that sugar can mount up, and it can stall your weight loss goals, or have you going the opposite way. So that's why I focus a lot on clean products, living clean, natural, fresh ingredients. You can't go wrong with stuff that comes from the earth. Okay, hope that's helped. Let me know in the comment section if that's been useful for you, and I can pop in with more videos like this if you need it. Take care. Bye bye. Press end.